This video clip is a presentation of the different mechanics that I incorporated on my level design for my Full Sail University project. I'm going to show the different blueprints that I used and created, different collision boxes, spears that I used. Some of the mechanics that I incorporated was gates that block your pathway, keys that activate when you get close to a generator. So in essence, the generator is powering up and it unlocks different doors. I have a elevator mechanic also, and there's an automatic door mechanic that I incorporated in my stage. Right now, this is about 80% done. I did descale the stage from 5 levels to 2 levels. You can see some of the collision boxes, like on this automatic door, there's a box right here. So most of the automatic doors have a collision box. This automatic door here isn't an automatic door, it's actually a gold door. So you need to get a certain goal in order to open that one. In this instance, you need to get the escape key. So usually around every door or area, there is something that lets you gives you a hint of what's going on. Like to open this door here, it's a blue door, and it even tells you that you need a blue key. So if I go into some of the automatic door blueprints that I have, the blueprint is just a basic cube. If I go to the viewpoint, just a basic cube. I got the image online and just made it a material and pasted it on a flat cube. And then I added a box collider. Then whenever the player walks over the box collider, it relocates the door. So for the actual blueprint on there, it is a on overlap begin, and it's going to relocate the door on the z-axis 800 points. And additionally, it's going to do a sound cue of an airlock to kind of give the game depth whenever the character comes in contact with an automatic door. There's also different doors, like the doors going into the laboratory area. I used a different material for those doors. So those doors are right here. Pretty much the same concept, but for these doors, you need to get a yellow key. For those there, we have a collectibles that I made here, which is a basement key, a blue generator key, DNA that you can pick up. I wouldn't consider those mechanics, but they do make different sounds. So if I was to drop one in front of the player and pick it up, it would make a sound and it would show a blueprint on the screen showing that you've actually picked up something for the character. So, for example, I have the human remains blueprint here. So if I was to open that one, it's just a basic spear. Then I put a red light underneath it with the light here, added a spear, and it's overlap all dynamic so the character can actually walk over it and pick it up. On the actual event graph, it's going to destroy the spear, play a heartbeat sound. I amplified the music by 1.5 and I have it starting at 17 seconds, so it's not a long, drug out heartbeat sound. Um, the print screen will say human remains, and then it will just be on the screen for 3 seconds. For example, if I was to push play, and walk over this spear. As you see, it does a heartbeat, says human remains, and then it disappears. Additionally, there is a sound trigger, a spear here for the sound. So if I was to push play and run down this hallway, this is actually where the character begins the stage. And again, this area here will be filled in with space on my next video presentation. But this is where the character starts, and whenever they start the stage, they have this dark kind of Halloween music that's playing in the background that's going to start the stage. Additionally, so for areas that say that you need keys, like this door here, you need a blue key. So let's just say you're playing the game, you start in that area, you know exactly where to go after you've been playing for a while, and you know that the blue generator key is inside of this restroom here. So you go inside, come close to the door automatically teleports away. It's simulating a sliding door. You pick up this key, and now you actually have access to this blue generator. Come close to it, generator powers up, and that gives you access to blue doors. So I use that mechanic throughout the whole stage. For the generator mechanic and the doors that are blockers, those would be these doors here. For these, it's just a basic door, and then I actually put the collision box elsewhere on the stage, which took some planning out, especially for stuff that's on the lower level. I'm not going to show the lower level because that's going to be a surprise for anyone who does decide to play the game. But as I go through the stage, you'll see these are automatic doors. These are red doors, which means you need red power. But before you can get into the red power generator, you have to open this door. Before you can get into that door, you have to open this door. Before you can open that door, you have to go to the bathroom and get the generator. So as you go through the stage, you'll pick up various things. Those are collectibles that I have set up. For the elevator, I can clip through this wall that's behind me, and I'll just show you that the elevator does work, and it's a mechanic for the elevators. So if I click here, this is the blueprint that I made for the elevators. So for this one, you press F to go down and it makes an airlock sound. I made a timeline to control the speed and movement of the elevator. Viewprint, viewpoint. This is pretty much the automatic doors surrounding a cube. And then for the event graph, I added this code here that enables keyboard input with the player. So to show that in action, what I will do is I will drag the character real quick because this is supposed to be a 10-minute presentation. I will drag him inside the elevator area, which he doesn't have the key for, but it's okay just for demonstration purposes. If I push F, the elevator goes down. And I'm not going to show what's going on in the basement area because, again, that's supposed to be a surprise for the person that's playing the game because that's the whole premise of the game is to actually restore power and escape whatever's going on in the basement. So those are my mechanics. I have blocking gates that can only be opened if you get certain keys. I have keys that spread throughout the stages. I have collectibles in the form of DNA, journal pages, and also I have elevators and I have automatic door mechanics that I worked on during creation of this stage. So those are my mechanics, and I hope you all have a great day.